time for the Rolling Rant. I want to talk today about conspiracy theories. C-O-N-spiracy. That's what I want to talk about. So I've been watching how these few videos of how people around the country, you know, in some areas have been complaining about the H1N1 vaccine and going on about the swine flu being a government conspiracy. And of course, nowadays, President Obama is accused of being the orchestrator of everything. You know, it could be raining in one part of the country, acid rain, and you know the next day, Obama flew a plane up into the clouds and sprinkled some magic African American president dust into the clouds, and it caused acid rain to come down. You know, it's like every single thing that's wrong with the country right now. You know, these conspiracy theorists blame it on him, you know. So I'm not even going to try to defend that situation. What I want to talk about today is, and I'm going to be blunt, and those of you who don't like what I'm getting ready to say, you know, you don't like what I'm getting ready to say, you know, I don't care. Just get over it. But I want to say this to all my white friends on YouTube. And a lot of people, you know, I got some white friends on YouTube that have not, you know, bought into any of this conspiracy theory stuff. But there's a whole bunch of white folks on YouTube that are, you know, stoking up the fires for this whole conspiracy theory in America thing. I want to tell you guys something, and I'm going to be very poignant about it, is you're just experiencing the paranoia that African Americans have experienced for years. The paranoia that the government is out to get you. Now, hear me out. Because for as long as this country has been in existence, we've had white presidents, right? So, if a person of your skin color is in leadership, it gives you a tendency not to worry as much about what's going on. But if the person has an opposite skin color than you, it's very easy to blame the government structure for every single thing that's going wrong in your community. For example, African Americans have been complaining about the amount of liquor that has been allowed into the African American community by the government for years. For years, for as long as we can remember, it has been considered in the African American community a conspiracy that the government is trying to keep African Americans on liquor. For example, if I go back to my old neighborhood, 95th and Princeton, it is easier for me to find a 40 ounce there than it is for me to find a carton of orange juice. What's up with that? You're telling me I can go in a corner store and buy a 40-ounce bottle of liquor easier than I can find a decent carton of orange juice? Yes, it is the absolute truth. You can go buy some 40-ounce Old English malt liquor on 95th and Princeton easier than you can buy an apple that's suitable and fit to eat. So it's been that kind of thing. But I dare you to go into a better community and try to do the same exact thing. It won't happen. So we've been living under the idea that there's been a government conspiracy going on to eradicate black folks ever since we got here, okay? So you're just experiencing the same kind of paranoia that we've had for years. For example, I want you all to look up Mrs. Evers' Boys, okay? It's a movie that basically chronicles and talks about a government experiment that occurred down in the South back in the 40s, where the government injected something like 600 sharecroppers with syphilis just to watch and see what happened. And these guys were told that they were going through an experiment for what was called back shots. You know, back then, you know, you get a bad back from bending over, working in your field, you get a back shot, you feel better. They told they were getting back shots, but instead they were injected in their spine with syphilis. And the government just kind of sat back and watched these guys and saw how syphilis took its toll on them. And these guys went mad and died. I mean, it was crazy. And the government just watched it. So, you know, you're sitting up here saying, you know, this is all, they're experimenting on us. You know, they got the H1N1 and they're shooting that stuff in your veins and it's going to drive you crazy. And, you know, back in 1971, people got the swine flu virus and it caused neurological damage and, you know, chill out. Just relax. Because the government has been experimenting on African-American folks from the moment we got off the boat. So don't even trip with that. So now that it looks like they're getting ready to start experimenting on you, you're getting all upset about it. But don't do it, because here's the thing. There's a small percentage of people going to get affected by it. Is it right? No, it's not right. But it's going to happen. How do you think you get all the drugs that we have right now? Black folks have more cases of high blood pressure than any race of people in the country. Now, you'll say it's because of our diet and what we eat and how we eat. But I can counter that statement by saying, you know, we were developed into these types of eaters because of what we were given back in the day. So, you know, we can't talk about that. But here's the thing. Blood pressure medications have been experimented on black folks forever. It's like, okay, you got high blood pressure, take this pill. You take this pill and you find out that it's got all these negative side effects, right? So, as a result, they give you more pills to counteract the negative side effect. And those pills create more side effects. So you got to get another set of pills and another set of pills. And before it's over, you're taking 15 pills. You're taking pills to get up in the morning, pills to go to sleep at night, pills to stay awake. You're taking pills to help you pee. You're taking pills to stop you from peeing. You're taking pills to keep your eyes straight. I mean, it's all kinds of stuff that you have to take. So the government's been experimenting with drugs on us ever since they started making drugs in this country. So don't even start all this, you know, the world is going to an end and the new world order is coming and all that kind of stuff. You know, get your head out of the sand, live your life. Thank God for each and every day that He gives you and allows you to be above ground, and spend that time enjoying the things that God has placed in front of you, like the sunrise and the sunset, the birds chirping and singing at night, the clouds, the moon, the stars. Enjoy that stuff instead of sitting around worrying about when the big black vicious president is going to come and eat your children. You know, I mean, it's offensive to even hear people in the news and the media make those statements. I'm afraid of Obama. He wants to indoctrinate our children. What government president has not wanted to indoctrinate the children of the country? Please, give me a break. Nancy Reagan got on the television back in the 80s and said, why can't they just say no to drugs? And then Just Say No became a national campaign. I'd like to see you try to just say no when a gun is put to your head in order and forcing you to sell drugs. You all saw the evidence of what happens when a kid in the inner city just says no to trying to sell or use drugs. He gets beaten to death in many instances. But come on, give me a break. Give me a break. So that's my New World Order video for the day, brother. And I'm here to tell you that when the New World Order comes, the only thing you've got to worry about is whether or not you're on the right side of the Lord Jesus Christ, brother. Because if you're not on the right side, you're not saying your prayers, you're not taking your vitamins, you're not doing your exercise daily, you're not going anywhere. And you're going to get stuck here in the New World Order. And if you go through the New World Order, you're going to have to be too sweet. Get your head out the sand, homie.